noise, vibration, and harshness. And this is the perceptions and reality within the car of how much of all those external issues are getting through to you, whether it's irregularities in the pavement, whether it's wind noise and buffeting, etc. And the best cars do a terrific job of isolating you from those disturbances while still connecting you with the road and giving you the road feel you need to really drive the car aggressively. In the Kazashi's case, the very rigid body structure augmented by a lot of sound deadening materials and liquid-filled mounts at the right point and rubber-filled mounts at other points to help make sure we strike that balance has really come to play, and that's what enables the Kazashi to deliver this terrific balance of a very comfortable, compliant ride, yet with great handling not typically found in a front-wheel drive sedan in this category or price range.
The Suzuki Kazashi blends safety, comfort, style, and performance. The Kazashi also comes standard with a 100,000-mile or 7-year powertrain limited warranty that's fully transferable, all starting at less than $19,000.
Now is the time to come check out Suzuki. Drive the Kazashi. It's like no other car in the category.
The Suzuki Kazashi takes on the Mercedes C300, as well as a stretch limo. The Kazashi beat the Mercedes and the limo in the slalom test and the cornering test. And because the Kazashi costs thousands less than either, you can afford to throw a party for you and your friends. In which case, you might want to rent a limo. The Suzuki Kazashi, it outperforms the Mercedes as well as the stretch limo. Learn more at KazashiKicks.com.
Get fantastic savings at your main Suzuki dealers, Paul Bluen in Augusta and Norman David in Westbrook and Windsor. Buy a 2011 SX4 crossover premium all-wheel drive for only $16,495 or $219 a month. Or the 2011 SX4 Sportback for only $15,995 or $209 a month. Or the 2011 Grand Vitara Premium 4-wheel drive for $21,999 or $299 a month. See your main Suzuki dealer today.
If you like to get out and enjoy life, it's time to get into a Suzuki, because every Suzuki model comes available with all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive capability, from our award-winning Suzuki Kazashi to our SX4 to our Grand Vitara. And every new Suzuki comes with America's #1 warranty, as well as the highest frontal safety rating in America. So visit your Suzuki dealer today. Suzuki, the power of engineering.
Above all, Suzuki designed the Kazashi to be fun to drive. In fact, Suzuki engineers use sports sedans from Audi and BMW as their benchmarks, cars known for their dynamic performance and handling. Here's more about Kazashi's performance.
With Kazashi, we were trying to meld the great things about our own performance heritage, which includes all-wheel drive, durability, and high-output motors, with the kind of performance that typically is most often found in high-end European sedans. And it was the merging of these two that led to the Kazashi.
Well, what makes Kazashi a unique performer in the midsize category is its ability to both handle very well on sharp corners and twisty mountain roads, at the same time give you a comfortable ride on freeways and city streets. So it does the best of both worlds, really. It gives you fun to drive without compromising your ride comfort, without fatiguing you on long-distance trips. And the way that came about was our engineers studied the successful formula the Europeans have used for years in making their sports sedans. And that is by making a highly rigid chassis and body structure, at the same time making a compliant yet sophisticated suspension that can handle both within the design of the vehicle.
So first we had to do the kind of testing that really proves out whether your car is delivering on that type of performance. Things like cobblestone roads in the UK, the Nürburgring track in Germany, the environments where cars really either shine or fail.
Kazashi features a multi-link rear suspension and a fully independent front suspension. And premium KYB performance shocks come standard on all models. Kazashi offers optional 18-inch alloy wheels fitted with 45 series Dunlop performance tires.
We've got brake components that include some derived or sourced from Akebono. Akebono, for those of you who don't know, it makes bullet train brakes in Japan. It's, of course, independent suspension all the way around, and the test of it all is when you get out on the real-world roads against your competitors. In independent Suzuki tests on the skid pad, which measures a car's cornering grip, Kizashi not only beat competitors like Mazda 6 and Toyota Camry, but topped leading luxury sports sedans, including the Acura TSX, Audi A4, and Mercedes C-Class. Kizashi also beat the Acura and the Audi in the slalom course, and beat the Mercedes, the Acura, and the Audi in braking distance from 60 miles an hour. But obviously you need a body that does more than just deliver the performance experience. You need a body that's going to last and help from an aerodynamic perspective as well. And in the case of the Kizashi, 80% of the sheet metal used in the Kizashi is actually zinc-coated galvanized steel. And on the undercarriage, which is where you have the most exposure to road salt and so on, it's actually 100% zinc-coated galvanized steel. And to build on that, the undercarriage has 3 resin panels that are, first of all, being resin, completely rust-proof, and secondly, help the airflow under the car to improve the aerodynamics, and that's why we're able to make some of the fuel economy claims versus Mazda 6 and Honda Accord.
Well, we're so confident with the Kizashi's ability to resist corrosion. It actually comes with a 5-year, unlimited mileage, anti-corrosion warranty that protects the entire car from anything that might happen on the road.
So at the heart of any car, particularly a performance-oriented car, is naturally the powertrain, the engine, the transmission.
Kizashi comes standard with an all-aluminum 2.4-liter engine that generates up to 185 horsepower, making it one of the most powerful standard engines in the midsize segment. The engine features a high 10-to-1 compression ratio, as well as variable valve timing to enhance performance while delivering high fuel economy and lower tailpipe emissions.
It doesn't require premium fuel like some of the competitors to get that 185 horsepower rating. Plus, it comes with a timing chain as opposed to a timing belt, which makes it more durable and requires less maintenance, so it costs you less in the long run to own.
Kizashi offers 2 transmission choices, a 6-speed manual and a performance-tuned, continuously variable automatic transmission, or CVT.
A continuously variable transmission can optimize the engine speed for either power or fuel economy depending on the demands of the driver. And in the case of Kizashi, we've added paddle shifters to it so that if you really want total control, even in the automatic car, you can really have a fully controlled sporty driving experience with the automatic.
Well, one of the benefits of a CVT transmission is that it not only gives you great performance and fuel efficiency, it's also very smooth on the road. So you don't feel shift shock and a transmission lurching and looking for gears. In fact, it's so good that Audi and Lexus use them in their sedans as well.
And the Kizashi all-wheel drive model with the CVT has equal or better fuel economy than other front-wheel drive midsize sedans like the Honda Accord or Mazda 6.
Well, AWD means all-wheel drive. And that's really one of the unique things about the Kizashi that sets it apart from other cars in its price class.
So we offer all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive in all our models today in the Suzuki lineup. Kizashi is just the latest, and Kizashi offers a system called Intelligent All-Wheel Drive, and it combines it with something called IVSP, which is a stability control system.
Kizashi's Intelligent All-Wheel Drive system is the result of more than 40 years of Suzuki expertise developing all-wheel drive systems for cars and SUVs. This advanced system is able to adjust power, braking, engine output, and steering effort, and can route torque between the front and rear wheels to assist the driver in demanding situations.
Well, the whole idea of bringing the luxury performance category down to the mass market price point is, again, more about just putting leather and wood in a car. Anybody can do that, and they are doing that, and they're claiming they're building luxury cars that everyone can afford. But the true test of a luxury sports sedan is whether or not you feel confident with the grip on the road, you feel confident behind the brakes, and you feel that sense of control that you normally don't get unless you're spending over $30,000 in those kind of sedans. And we think the Kizashi delivers that with an incredible amount of poise and performance.
Suzuki created the Kizashi to get your adrenaline pumping, but most drivers like a little show with their go. Kizashi designers know that people don't just want a car that's fun to drive. They want it to look good, too. The Suzuki Kizashi blends safety, comfort, style, and performance. The Kizashi also comes standard with a 100,000-mile or 7-year powertrain limited warranty that's fully transferable, all starting at less than $19,000.
Now is the time to come check out Suzuki. Drive the Kizashi. It's like no other car in the category.
The Suzuki Grand Vitara is one of the most capable 4x4 SUVs for your money. No wonder MSN Autos called it a must-consider in the small SUV market. Suzuki, the power of engineering. The Suzuki Kizashi takes on the Volvo S40, as well as a bubble-wrap suit. The Kizashi has more airbags, better road-holding grip, superior braking performance, and a higher driver front safety rating than the Volvo. As for the bubble-wrap suit, it has more airbags than the Kizashi, but it's not very good when being chased by neighborhood dogs. The Suzuki Kizashi, safer than a Volvo and safer than a bubble-wrap suit. The Suzuki SX4 crossover is the most affordable all-wheel drive in America, so it's no wonder Auto Week called it the all-wheel drive bargain of the century. Suzuki, the power of engineering.
Perhaps one of the most important considerations when creating a new car is safety. That's why Suzuki crash tested 100 Kizashis to make sure the car was as safe as possible before it went on sale to the public. The Kizashi scored a 5-star government crash test rating for driver and passengers in the front and rear seats. That's the highest score possible. This makes Kizashi a class leader in occupant safety, and every safety feature on the Kizashi comes standard.
Of course, we realize Americans also want a sedan of this type to be very safe. And we're happy to say that in Kizashi's case, it's not only very safe, it's among the safest sedans you can buy. Now, one thing I'd like to share with you that we get to see a lot in the car business while we're developing vehicles, but a lot of consumers don't normally get to see, is what we call a body in white. And this is really basically the skeleton of your car. And it's from this that the car derives its strength both for safety and for performance. And what we have here to show you is a body in white for the Kizashi, where we've color-coded some of the key areas we've reinforced on the car. You'll notice, for example, areas in green. Those are reinforced to help make sure that where the suspension mounts to the car are very rigid points, so there's no extra flex in the suspension. There's also areas in orange where we've added some reinforcements to help reduce vibration. But beyond that, we've also added a lot of high-strength and ultra-high-strength steel to the structure of this car for safety and performance. And the blue areas that you see here on the body in white are areas where we've added high-strength steel to really augment safety for the occupants of the car. And then the red areas are where we've used ultra-high-strength steel to improve both safety and the vehicle's performance.
The Suzuki Kizashi blends safety, comfort, style, and performance. The Kizashi also comes standard with a 100,000-mile or 7-year powertrain limited warranty that's fully transferable, all starting at less than $19,000.
Now is the time to come check out Suzuki. Drive the Kizashi. It's like no other car in the category.